You didn't think I forgot about this, did you? It's been a couple days since the last time I played this. Since then, a whole new game has come out, and I've been playing that. And today is going to be the finale. Now, as you can see, on my own, I maxed out the coins and star bits, because you don't need to see me do that again. I've done it many times on the channel. You don't need to see me do that again. But today is going to be the finale to this game. We have done everything else. What happens when you get maxed out star bits? Something nice, I bet. Not really. Would have been nicer if they did not decimate Bank Toad, but whatever. So today we have the remaining green stars to get, and the perfect run. Let's see how long that takes me. But first we have all of these remaining green stars to get. So, since last time I played, it's been a couple days. Pokemon Legends ZA has come out, and I've been playing that on my own. I've gotten a ton of shinies already, mostly phases for me to get the shiny that I actually want. Why am I collecting star bits? I don't need these anymore. I don't need crap in this game anymore. Aside from the green stars, I don't need star bits, I don't need coins, I don't need one-ups. Bam! Just stand right here. Did you spot the other green star? Be pretty embarrassing if you didn't. Alright, so I would have done this yesterday night. However, yesterday night, I went out to a dinner. Last night, I had this fancy, very Chinese dinner to attend because my dad got invited, and by extension, the rest of us got invited. My sister didn't go because she used her husband as an excuse to not go. Like, oh, I'm with my husband, I can't go to dinner tonight. Oh, darn it. I can't blame her. But it's like, damn. Now I gotta suffer alone, so screw her. I don't want to go there. You know? I'm not interested in that kind of stuff. You can see the glow from beyond the floor. Yeah, I had no interest in going, but I had no choice. I kind of had to. My mom and I, the two of us, we went with our dad. With my dad. The two of us, we went with Dad to his dinner, and neither of us really wanted to be there. So what exactly was the dinner? It was an anniversary. It was the anniversary for this martial arts group that my dad was a part of many years ago. It was the 40th anniversary. And it was also there to pay respect to, like, the late founder, or one of the Sifus there. You know, he passed away a couple years ago. Seeing pictures of him, I'm like, oh yeah, I vaguely remember this guy. I think I've seen this guy a couple of times in person. So, you know, there was free food, there was lion dancing, there was martial arts displays. Cool, cool. I'm not really into that stuff. I really don't care. Okay, let's see. Hold on. This one, it can be a little bit challenging, but let's see. Get out of my way, Goombas. Get out of my way, get out of my way, and jump! And I missed it. Yeah, come on. Let me get off. Let me get off. Thank you. And Mario just went through the platform there. It's a good thing I received Peach's letter in the mail for 5 1-ups. Because of something like this. So, get this, and I'm not joking about any of this when I say this. Last night's dinner, there was an announcer saying like, hello everyone, welcome to the dinner. Tonight, this is what's in store for our schedule, for your entertainment, that kind of stuff. There was a guy announcing. So he was like, Alright, we're gonna play a little game. We're gonna get one person from each table to come up and compete. The prize is a red pocket with $100. It is $100 cash prize inside of a red pocket. Come on up and compete! Come on up and play the game. You know, I didn't want to go up, but neither did anyone at my table. Everyone at my table were adults, by the way. I say that as if I'm not, but I'm just saying I was the youngest one. I was the only quote-unquote kid there. So because... Oh, come on, did you see that? So because no one else was gonna stand up, and hey, it was a free chance at $100. Like, literally, it was a free $100 if you win, that is. As much as I didn't want to do it, well, money talks, so I volunteered to go up. And the game was pretty stupid, it was pretty bullshit. It wasn't really much of a game at all. In a way, it just kind of seemed like an excuse. Can you believe it? It kind of just seemed like an excuse to give away money. Wow, what a world we live in. So, there were like 10 of us up there. A couple of other guys, come on. A couple of other guys older than me, a couple of literal kids. Like maybe like a 5-year-old was up there. So the first game we played was rock, paper, scissors, or as the guy said, paper, scissors, rock. When he said that, I'm just like, what? What'd you just say? Do you mean rock, paper, scissors? Who says paper, scissors, rock? And I think later in the night, he said... Wait, what did he say again? I think later in the night, he said scissors, rock, papers. It's like, who what? Alright, never heard anyone say the game like that before. Oh my god, that Goomba, that Goomba, that Goomba! So yeah. I was kind of thinking it would be like a tournament style, like a tourney style. So the first thing was rock, paper, scissors. Whoever loses can go back to their table in shame. So I kind of got lucky. You know, I feel like I kind of super lucked out here because the kid, literal kid I was playing up against, I would say like, I don't know, anywhere from maybe 8 to 11 years old, it's hard to say. When we did rock, paper, scissors, my hand was already scissors before his hand was papers. Like, you know, you shake your hand 3 times and then you do what you want to do. I shook my hand 3 times, I did scissors. He was on the second shake, so he did third shake and then he did papers. He saw ahead of time that I already did scissors, but he still did papers. Whatever. Well, the kid went back to the table and I was one of the 5 left on stage to compete for the $100. That's sweet, sweet money. And then, up next, like, here's a surprise. Up next was trivia, which, oh shit, this is a Chinese event. Thank you. This was a Chinese dinner, so either I get asked something I don't know, or he says it in a language I can barely understand. My Chinese is awful if you couldn't pick up on that. Thankfully, the guy was able to speak in English as well. However, speaking into the mic, it was all muffled and distorted. I'm just like, I can't really understand you, man. So anyways, the question he asked me was, where was this founded? You know, the martial arts organization that we're celebrating with tonight's dinner. Where was it founded? I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know shit about this. I'm kind of here just because my dad was a part of it. I don't know anything about this. So then he's just like, what city are you in right now? And then I'm just like, Toronto. It's like, yes, correct. It was founded in Toronto. Here you go. You win. To my surprise, it wasn't just me. They didn't just pull out one single red pocket with $100 in it. No, they pulled out 5. They had enough for everyone, so they made it to the point. I highly doubt they were gonna be like, alright, you didn't answer the question correctly. You don't get to win. So, yeah, it was kind of rigged in our favor. Everyone who made it past rock, paper, scissors got a free $100 bill, basically. I opened up the red pocket too just to check. There really was a crisp $100 bill right in there. Alright, so yeah, the long story short, at the dinner last night, I won, technically, quote-unquote, $100. A free $100. Oh, imagine that. The wonders I could do with that. That could pay for a whole day's meal. That could pay for, I don't know, the price of one amiibo these days, I guess. That could pay for a brand new game. That's a lot of money right there. $100 for free. So what happened to that money? Well, get this. The red pocket was sitting right there on the table. My dad even leaned in and asked me, "Son, is there actually money in there?" And I said, "Yeah." Well, get this, and I'm not kidding when I tell you. My dad took the red pocket and he gave it away. Can you believe that? What the hell, man? Man, if you don't know, Chinese tradition crap. You give away red pockets with a little bit of change in there, a little bit of money to show respect and give good fortune, yada yada yada. Like, my dad was there. My dad heard very clearly that the prize was $100. He even leaned in and asked me, made eye contact and everything, and asked me, "Son, is there actually money in there?" And I said, "Yeah." And then he just took it, and then he just gave it away. What am I doing? Jumping the wrong way, man. Oh my god! Now, what I thought he was doing was, I thought he took it just to keep it safe for me, because that was a lot of money right there. I thought he was afraid that I would lose it, or misplace it, or whatever, because it was still sitting on the table. I didn't pocket it yet. You know, my dad, he won't even let me hold my passport at the airport. Knowing, like, my dad knows how clumsy and irresponsible I am, so I wouldn't have blamed him. I thought my dad was gonna take it to keep it safe for me so that he can pocket it to make sure that it doesn't get lost or that no one swipes it. But no, my dad, he just took it and then he just gave it away. Gave it away for respect. Well, I guess it just was never meant to be. Oh, come on. It was a fluke in the universe that really quickly fixed itself. I was never meant to be given $100 for free. Oh, hell, not again! I just wasn't meant to receive $100 for free. For nothing. I just wasn't meant to have that happen in my life. So the universe very quickly corrected that. This is why I can't have nice things in life. But yeah, it's like, what the hell? Whoever my dad gave it to, yo, that person must have felt so lucky. I think I was supposed to keep my clouds. Whoops. I don't recall there being another cloud flower up ahead. My bad. The cloud flower's all the way over there. You know what? Let's face the let's embrace the challenge is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, you're supposed to keep the clouds over there. It's nothing new. We haven't seen. Oh wait, we have seen this before, where we have to keep the clouds with us. So yeah, whoever my dad gave it to, yo, that person lucked out. Imagine if a kid got that. Imagine if my dad handed that to one of his friend's kids. And imagine this. Imagine if whoever received that knew what that was. Like, hey man, are you sure? Didn't your son go up to the stage and win this 100? You're sure? You really just want to give it to me? Hey, thanks man, I appreciate that. Your son won $100 and you're just giving it away? Hey, thanks man. Love you, bro. Can you imagine if that happened? And then my family had the nerve to blame me like it was my fault. Like, see? This is what happens when you don't put things important in your pocket right away. You never know what'll happen. It's like somehow it's my fault. Man, nothing is sacred anymore in this world. You can't trust your stuff not being stolen by strangers, thieves, and I guess you just can't trust your stuff to be taken by your own parents. Nothing is sacred anymore in this world. There's no accountability anymore. Everything's always my fault. Anyway, so I'm not worried about the first green star here. I'm worried about the second one. You know what's funny? So this was a very Chinese dinner. Of course, majority of the attendees were Chinese or Asian. That was a very horrible triple jump, but I still got it! Yeah. This being a Chinese event, a Chinese gathering, majority of the people were Asian. There was a handful of white people. And then there was one single black guy. I'm not gonna lie, that was one more than I expected. Not saying there's anything wrong, but I'm just saying, it's like, well, this was a Chinese event. I kind of was expecting a full room of Chinese people. Wow, there's a black dude in here. That's a first. The handful of white people I can understand. You know, that I can see, but it's like, wow. Anyways, now I'm not trying to sound offensive. Snowflakes out there will be offended by anything. Alright, so the second green star is the one I'm worried about. I would highly recommend picking up the 1-ups along the way, just to offset the ones that you may lose in the process. Look, it's right over there. Question is, how do I get there? Nope, I was kidding. Let me get out. Anyways, yep, that happened. I gained and lost $100 in the span of minutes. Man, that was $100 right there. That was literally money. You know how much that could have gone towards? Oh, I got it first try. Nice. I don't have to worry about doing the whole stage just for a chance to get it. At least it's not Clockwork Ruins, where it's right at the very end. I did get lucky with that one, too. $100! So I even saw it in my dad's back pocket too. You know, the back pocket of his pants. I even saw it sticking out of there because there was a little bit of writing on the red pocket, and I saw that writing sticking out of his pocket. So then when he said, "Son, where is it?" I'm like, "You took it." He's like, "Oh shit, I might have given it away." It's like, what? Are you sure? Check your back pocket. I saw it in your back pocket earlier, Dad. He checked it. Nope, it was gone. Unbelievable. And it's my fault. Can you believe that? This is the shit I gotta deal with at my household. It's always my fault. Now, I do want to mention that my dad did offer to pay me back. He offered like, "Oh, it's okay, son, I'll give you back $100. And I'm just... That's not the point. It kind of is, but that's not the main point. You know, it's not about the money. In a way, it kind of is, but not really. You get what I'm saying? Oh yeah, now that you have maxed out star bits, or coins, whichever one it was, the coconuts turn into watermelons, and that is your big prize. That's your big prize for maxing out one of the two, whichever one it was. Lubba was mentioning star bits, so I'm gonna assume star bits. I don't know, I always max out both, so I never really paid attention which one it was. But yeah, the coconuts in the game turn to watermelon, and that's your big-ass prize for maxing out star bits. Go crazy. Imagine if they gave us, like, a brand new galaxy for maxing this stuff out. Wouldn't that have been nice? Anyways, not a whole lot of places to hide one of these bad boys, so there you go. The Earth is still shaking from Major Burrows. But yeah, it's like my dad even offered to pay me back $100, and obviously I can't accept it. I'm just like, no, Dad, stop! Put your money back in your pants. You know, it was a happy occasion. My dad was celebrating the 40th anniversary of this organization that not only is he very passionate about, he was a part of many decades ago, before I was even a single cell swimming around. And you know, I don't want to make my dad feel guilty about just giving away $100 that wasn't even his and then having to pay it back. Man, god damn this world. Didn't want to make my dad feel bad, alright? It was a happy event. It was a special event. For him. Not really for me, but for him it was, so yep, yippee. Yippee-ki-yay. Sacrifice my happiness for his, I suppose. It's not like I really wanted to be there to begin with, and then all this fiasco happened. It's not a big deal. I know, it's not a big deal, but still sucks. I don't know what the hell Ghost Luigi's doing. It's not a big deal. It's not. But it still sucks. You know? Just because I shouldn't feel too sad about it doesn't mean I should feel happy about it either. I could have walked away going to a dinner I didn't want to be at with $100. How nice would that have been, Wouldn't that have been nice? I didn't even want to be there. And yet I got to walk away with free money. That would have been nice. I know some people are going to make the argument you should have been happy enough just to walk away with free food. And to that I say, shut the hell up. Oh, right. You don't come towards me yet. So, moving on from that. Oh, by the way, how was the food? It was alright. Typical Chinese celebration spread. It's what you would expect. Greens, mushrooms, fish, chicken. The typical fried rice and noodles that you get at the end of the dinner. Damn, I missed that. At least I'm not on the timer this time. I am not facing you because I can see the green glow right there. more clever hiding spot than the first star was. Then again, there's not really that many places to hide the green stars in that galaxy. They just had to pick somewhere and go with it. Oh yeah, today in Pokemon Go, I got a Hundo Dynamax Drillbur. I'm getting a lot more Hundos out of raids than I do... Wait, out of Dynamax max power spots than I do raids. Anyways, so let me tell you about something else. Let me tell you about something my sister said today. I did pick the Green Star mission, right? Yeah, I did, okay. Just to make sure. So let me tell you something that my sister said today, and it's kind of crazy. So today after work, my sister and I, we were in the car driving home. She was the one driving, and we were just chatting, or rather, she was talking her ass off, and I just had to sit there and listen. So I asked her, "Is the fridge at your condo stocked?" Because, you know, the two of them, they have a condo together, my sister and her husband, and they go and stay there every now and then. I'm not going to get into that, what every now and then means. My sister's not fully moved out yet. So, she said, no, not really. Fridge there is not really stocked. And that's because neither of those two really know how to cook. Oh, you know what? Let me try something, actually. I feel like it's gonna be the same thing, but I just want to see, because I don't think I've ever done this before. Every time doing Green Star 2 here, I've always picked Green Star 2. What'll happen if I pick Green Star 1? Will I still be able to do Green Star 2? And I want to ask that because of an indicator that it's Green Star 2. So let me see, if I pick Green Star 1, can I still do Green Star 2? No, I can't! I can't! There's no Cosmic Clones following me! There is no Green Star if you pick Green Star 1. Interesting. So, we were talking about my sister's fridge, and the fact that none of these two bozos know how to cook. And she's just like, Mom will either pack him lunch. Can you believe that? How crazy that is? Imagine, you know, imagine your wife's mother has to pack you lunch. So, you know, my sister was like, Mom would either pack him lunch or, you know, she'll prepare something ahead of time for him to eat as breakfast. And I'm just like, can't you... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I'm just like, can't you guys just put something simple there in the fridge? A carton of eggs, a loaf of bread, ham from Costco. You know, that very good deal double pack for like 14 bucks. With a shitload of ham that comes with it. And she's just like, we do. However, he's not just gonna eat a dry piece of bread. And I'm just like, why don't you put jam on it? Then my sister said, he doesn't like jam. Well, what does he like? And then my sister went on to say, like, I offered him butter on his toast, but he's just like, that's not butter, that's margarine. And, well, my sister, she's just like, you picky-ass man. You know, she was saying he was also complaining that their condo apartment has no milk for his coffee in the morning. Whoops. Well, I don't need to preserve the Cosmic Clones for... Oh god, what am I doing? I don't need to preserve them for, the Star Bits anymore. So my sister was like, he was complaining there's no milk in the morning for his coffee. And then she's like, given how picky he is, if he wants milk for his coffee in the morning, he can go buy it himself. Or he can drink coffee at work. If he wants, because he's so picky, he doesn't like jam, for God's sake. He doesn't eat that, I can't believe it's not real butter stuff. My sister's just like, if he wants stuff, then he can go and get it himself. I'm just like, isn't that partially your job now? Now that you're married, isn't it partially your job to stock the fridge for stuff that he may want? And then my sister's like, no. No, this is 2025. Women don't do that anymore. That's the mentality of women back in like the 50s or 60s. Back, you know, when mom was first married. That's not the type. That women don't do that stuff anymore. And I'm just like, motherfucking excuse me? Bam, dead. I just destroyed my friend's base in Minecraft. I am cooked. Oh no, what have you done? You have unleashed hell upon your realm. Assuming he chooses retaliation, wakes up with vengeance in his eyes. Anyways, like, how crazy is that, what my sister just said? I don't think what I said is that crazy, right? Now that my sister's married, isn't it partially her job to not only stock the fridge at her place of residence, but also to get stuff for her husband? You know, if you need to feed the man, you live with him for God's sake, and if he's picky, shouldn't it be your job to buy the stuff that he wants? Not just be like, if he wants it, he can get it himself. Shouldn't it have been like, oh, he needs milk for his coffee in the morning, I'll go pick up milk next time I swing by the store. Or, he doesn't like this butter replacement, so I'll get him real butter next time. And none of that. None of that whatsoever. My sister's just like, if he wants it, he can get it himself. I don't need to do shit. That's the mentality of women back in, like, the 50s and 60s. Oh, come on. My sister really said that. My sister's like, women doing that stuff? That's the mentality from back in, like, before the 2000s. Decades before the 2000s. I'm a woman in the present day. I don't need to do shit. I'm just like, what? My sister has always grown up with that mentality, given she was obviously born before the 2000s. She has that, she has that old school mentality. I think it's primarily my grandpa who infected her mind with it. Or maybe my mother, whatever. That side of the family, my grandfather on my mom's side. Where it's always like, granddaughter, you don't have to do squat, just marry a man and you don't have to do anything, he'll do everything. It's like, what? Maybe that was the case in the past, long ago in the past, where, say, the woman stays home, for God's sake, where the woman stays home, watches the kids, cleans up, cooks, while the man is the breadwinner. Maybe that was the case long ago, but that surely is not the case anymore. And that has not been the case for a very long time. So to still have that mentality is kind of crazy. My sister has always had that kind of mentality, but wow, this is just on another level of insanity. Come on, thank you. The rest of the group banished me to the nether. Cut me some slack. Sounds like you brought that upon yourself. Imagine if the roles were reversed. Imagine if a man said that. but but the opposite. It's like, I'm a man, I don't have to do squat at home, I don't need to clean, I don't need to cook for shit. My wife does all that, I don't have to do any of it, I'm a man. Imagine if a guy said that. How looked down upon that would be. Oh, I feel pretty bad for the man that he married her. I know how my sister is. If anything, I should know her better than he knows her. Hell, I grew up with her, didn't I?
Yes.
I almost lost right there. I don't know why in the perfect run they replaced the Goombas with those flying guys. Not like it made a difference! I did nothing, bruh. I'm destroying my friend's bases. Hey, they also killed my dog, so yeah. Excuse me? Oh no, then you're justified. Dogs are family. I know you mean in the game, but still. Nah, the hell with them. Rain Armageddon upon their bases. I don't know, I just kind of thought it was crazy. That's what my sister responded with. I don't think what I was thinking was that much of a stretch, right? Hell, maybe I'm the one who's crazy. I mean, that is the case, but not in this context, I hope. I don't think that was too crazy what I said, right? What I was thinking was, now that you're married, isn't it partially your job to get your husband the stuff that would best suit him? Well, maybe that's not the best way to phrase it, but you know what I mean. Like, if you have no food in your fridge at your place, isn't it partially your job too to stock it instead of just being like, oh, if he wants it, if he wants food, he can get it himself? I'm not insane, right? Whoops. This isn't Pokemon? You damn right, because I need to finish this. If everything went right, I would have finished this before Pokemon came out, but that's not how the timeline played out. I don't know, I think, like, if I was... Well, actually, I feel like if the roles were reversed, if I was in that position, but obviously reversed, if I was married, and we're just beginning to move in together, there ain't shit in the fridge, and obviously my womans need to eat in the morning before going to work, I'm not about to be like, if she wants to get something to eat, if her picky ass wants this and that, she can get it her damn self. I ain't doing that shit. I'm not being like that. You would not I would not be caught dead thinking like that. If the roles were reversed, I would be like, alright, my wife, she is very particular about things. There's a couple things she wants, like milk for her coffee in the morning. I can go pick that up. It's like, what the hell's wrong with people? Oh crap, what did I do? I am not doing good, and this isn't even the perfect run. Pretty sure that's just adulting, that's just being a good partner. It's like, right? And I'm even thinking, like, isn't that her job now? Now that she's someone's wife? To provide food if there is no food? I'm not even talking about being the breadwinner of the house. I'm talking like literally just going to the store and buying stuff to have at home. And it's not even like going out of your way to buy milk for his coffee. It's like, alright, we have no milk for his coffee in the morning. Next time we go to the store, I'll pick it up. Or even like, brother, remind me. Next time we go to the store, remind me to buy milk because he needs it for his coffee in the morning. Something like that. Nice and simple. But no. Oops. No, she's just like, if he wants it, he can get it himself. That's not my job. It's like, the fuck? Oh, hold on. Let me read what you said. You sent this a couple minutes ago. I also made a trap in the main village where I put the guy who killed my dogs in there, and they stepped into the house, and they see the dog being dropped in lava. Okay. No joke, I just found a destroyed nether portal in the ocean. That's a thing? I am not winning the perfect run. I hit the wrong button. You know why? There's no pressure right now. I'm too lenient. I have too much leeway with 3 lives. When the pressure's on with 1 life, then I'll do good, but not right now. And you bet those Hell Valley Skywatchers are still there. Ballsy move. So I'm not crazy, am I? Oops. Oh, I got no star bits to stun that guy with. It's okay, it's okay. It's not okay! If you die this run, you like men. Oh, wow. Bitch! Give me my goddamn life back. It almost looked like I landed right on that hammer. Okay, up. No! And no coin, of course. Wow, look at that, a common medal. We haven't seen these in a while, and this is the last one in the game. Alright, get your bitch ass out of here. I thought for sure that boomerang would hit me. Haha, that's the motivation I need. And look, a yellow star! We haven't seen a yellow star in a while. We have 1 more to do in the game. In the whole game! 1 last mission. And then we're done. We finished this game. I could be playing Pokemon right now. The final star in the whole game. Let's see how long it takes me. Imagine this for a moment. Imagine this for just a second. Imagine if this comment right here was a red star. I keep going on and on about how they completely shit on the idea of a red star. There was only 1 red star, ever! And it was only in Galaxy 1. There wasn't even any acknowledgement on how rare it is. Everyone in these games always go on about how rare green stars are. No one ever talks about the red star whatsoever. Imagine if this, the perfect run, gave you a red star. The only red star in the game. Bringing back the red star from the first game. Imagine if they did that. But they didn't. No. No! Oh, come on! That was not fair. You saw that. I even pulled back. Well, it's okay. Because I feel like everything lines up for you once you die. You die once and then I feel like everything lines up for you. You see, after you die, I feel like everything lines up for you. See, how hard is this? How hard is this to give me a Mario Maker? Wait, a Mario Galaxy Maker. Give me a Mario Galaxy Maker to do stuff like that. How hard is that? You know, I've seen people online actually do the infinite flutter jump glitch with Yoshi all the way to the end of this. I certainly am not skilled enough to do that. But it is actually pretty cool to see. The fact that you can indeed finish this level with Yoshi. We all knew it was possible, just extremely hard. Skill issue? You're damn right it is. I ain't doing that. I certainly don't have the skills to do that. Ah, I didn't have enough momentum. Running momentum, whatever. 2 is pretty good. Take your time, be patient. This is not being patient. But it's fine. Meant a long jump there. Get past this so the lasers don't spit out. Ooh, I would have called bullshit on that. Don't get why you still play Pokemon? I forget what it's called. Where you just invested too much time into it. We're like, well, now I can't quit. I've already invested too much. And you could also say FOMO. To put the Mega Stones behind... Oh my god, I almost messed that up. They put the Mega Stones behind a timed paywall, technically. Yes, that's it. Sunk cost fallacy. Thank you, that's what it is, that goddamn phrase. Why the heck? What? What happened to the music there? And also new methods to shiny hunt. No, do not dare get stuck there. The hell with those guys, just get going. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, get off. No! That's okay. We did pretty... What? We did get pretty far for our first attempt. I'm not worried. I've done this countless times before. I can do it again. Okay, why didn't I flutter jump? Wow. No, I can do this. I don't think the new Pokemon games are bad necessarily, but compared to the old ones, they definitely can and should do better. That's right. I mean, cut them some slack. They're a pretty small development team. They're a pretty small company. They're only Nintendo, and also, you know, cut them some slack also. They don't have all the money in the world. They're only the biggest grossing media franchise ever. Alright, all jokes aside, yeah, there's no excuse. There's really no excuse to why Pokemon games aren't better. At this point, it's just Game Freak's incompetence. Damn! I thought I was high enough. It's okay! Did you see how much they spend versus how much they make? It was like 14 mil to make the game, and then, well... We can only... yeah, we know how much... we know how many copies they sell, let's face it. Especially with the price jump now. They put in, let's face it, the same god damn it, again? They put in basically the same amount of work and they get paid even more! Yeah, me making it to the end of the perfect run with Yoshi, not happening. Okay, I'm wasting too much time. I'm sorry, Yoshi. Let's be conservative and say they make $30 each sold copy. That's like over $1 billion without DLC. And let's not forget about the DLC. And people just eat it up. You're damn right. Oh, crap. You know, cucks like me just eat it all up. At this point, Pokemon is one of those franchises that is too big to fail. It would have to be a spectacular set of circumstances for them to fail. But nothing's impossible. Look at Marvel. How much damage they did to their own brand over the years. And we all thought Marvel was too big to fail. Oh my god. Ah! Even if the games die for some reason, they still got a ton of other media to keep them going. If they're ever low on money, just sell a lot more Gardevoir stuff. They'll make their money back. You know, I don't really care too much about Pokemon games in terms of gameplay, gimmicks. What's the word I'm looking for? Shit, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you know, how far they advance the series. How far they take the series. Me, personally, I don't really care too much about that stuff. I really only care about one thing, and that is finding different color pixels on my game. And I suppose whenever they add new stuff, add it to my living decks. Oh, God! No, 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 not again! Those guys enjoying the show up there? What the hell? I let go of the button. Whatever. Not the one I meant to click! What else is there to talk about? You know, earlier tonight I realized that it hasn't even been 2 months since Toby passed. Toby passed on August 19th. It's not even October 19th yet, so it hasn't even been 2 months. And I'm just like, hasn't even been 2 months? It felt like a lifetime ago. I still think it's bullshit that they have to stay in the garage. Because, you know, if it were up to me, they would be displayed in the living room where they belong, because they were always with us in the living room with the family. That's where they should be. Oh, I made it! But no, they stay in the garage because it's bad luck to have a dead body in the house. What the? I hate how Nintendo's charging $80 for a Mario Kart open world, in which, wow, open world racing is so cool, but then here is Hollow Knight Silksong, a genuinely really good fucking game, being sold for $20. And Hades 2 does not deserve the $25 treatment. Hades 2 is a goddamn masterpiece. Would you believe I haven't played any of that? Not just the indie games you mentioned. I haven't even played... Oh my god. I haven't played World yet. No Shame in Feeding has been suggesting I try out Hollow Knight and Silksong. I probably will, but I have a lot on my plate right now. Well, I'm gonna finish this tonight. I will. The new Pokemon game just came out. I had to put all the shiny hunts I've been doing on the back burner. Not really a priority, but I still want to do it. Why does the music change there? That's weird! No, you don't! Not this time. Well, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Oh my god, those hammers! Those hammers! Get away from me! I gotta deal with these two bozos, and then I got those hammers to deal with too? No, 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 get me away from them. Hurry up, 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 get the fuck out! Imagine if this was red. Imagine if this was red! Anyways. Mario, so you were the one who collected all of those scattered stars. I want to thank you. Your deeds will live on in the memory of the cosmos. May the stars shine down on you. And that was the last mission in the whole game. Play Hades, fucking play Hades 1 and 2. Masterpieces. Only problem is they're Gooner bait. Oh, that's all you have to say. I'm playing them. That's the only big issue? No, that's the only draw. Why didn't you say that to begin with? 20 minutes? 424 stars. Well, I'll be. All your hard work has brought the Lady of the Shooting Stars right to our own little ship. Yeah, the hottest Mario character. What? Feels like forever since we've seen each other, but she hasn't changed. Ooh, let's see this. Mario, a letter of congratulations has arrived. I'll read it for you. You deserve a congratulations of cosmic proportions for collecting all of the stars and playing to the very end. Thank you. You are truly a master of galaxies. Super Mario Galaxy 2 staff. Photo saved to album. I sent a picture to your system album, so look out for it. Alright, let's take a look. Okay, that's not really what I was expecting. Oops. I wasn't really expecting this. I was expecting something more than just a picture of her. It does make me kind of wonder, though. Is there anything new that they put in for this? Anything new in the albums? Or will it be the same ones that they had in this one? Okay, folks, there you go. That's the end of Super Mario Galaxy 2. There's nothing else in the entire game to do. We have done it all, we've seen it all, we've collected them all. This is the end of the game. We even saw this, the new part. The only new thing in this game besides the decimation of Bank Toad. Of course, you already had 3D All-Stars and Galaxy 1. Goddamn right. I'm the Nintendo cuck. I buy the games and play them so you don't have to. But when millions of us do that, well, that's where the problem comes in. I want to give you my thanks. And that's all she says. That's all she says. Nothing else. They could have given her more. So when Hollow Knight? After Pokemon, after more Pokemon, after Persona, probably more Pokemon because of the DLC. Hades is going to be the perfect game for you if you want Gooner bait. I mean, Greek gods, what do you expect? Alright, there you go. All galaxies in the whole game complete. Everything. Absolutely everything. I even maxed out coins. Okay, folks, that's it. That is the end of this game. We've done it. I have completed this game from beginning to end 100%. I don't even know how many times now. There you go. You get the Platinum Crown, then you get this little beatbox in the main title screen. Why is there an 87 here? I don't know what that is. Maybe that's how many hours it took? 87? I don't know. It didn't take me 87 hours to finish this game. But there you go. Mario Galaxy 2. Complete once again. We still got 2 files that we can complete. For the future, perhaps. Okay, folks. That is it. That's the end of the game and it for tonight. Another playthrough of Galaxy 2 done. Always happy to play this game, and you can expect me to play it again in the future at some point. Alright, that'll be it for today. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed me playing this game again, and look forward to me playing this game again in the future. Alright. I'm gonna go now. I still haven't done the dishes tonight. See you guys then. Or see you guys later. See you guys another time. Bye.